After I spent $8,000 of my own money on small gun safes, I tested the biometrics, I found deadly design flaws, I tested long-term reliability, and a couple of safes broke all by themselves. And then I probably tested over 10 small gun safes to see just how tough they really are. And with all that, these are my top gun safe picks. This is the Hornady Rapid Clock Safe. Main features. There is nothing better than hidden in plain sight. This Hornady Rapid Clock Safe features quick access with either the RFID wristband, RFID key fobs, or with these decals you can stick onto your smartphone. You can also access the safe with the electronic number pad or mechanical key. The spring-assisted door quickly slides out to a padded interior, powered by either AC or battery power. Also features 2 USB ports. Plus comes with a steel security cable for on-the-go securement. And now onto my pry rating. 14-gauge steel construction with 2 hardened steel latches. And from the 2 Hornady safes I've tested, Hornady makes tough safes. The Hornady Rapid Clock Safe gets a 3.5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. With my 2 Hornady Rapid safes that I've owned and tested for over 3 years, none have had one issue. The Rapid RFID cards work fast, but you also have the number pad or key for entry. The Hornady Rapid Clock Safe gets a 4 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought, hidden in plain sight is the way to go with small gun safes. This is the perfect nightstand safe. This is Viking's Biometric Safe Locker. Main features, 3 ways to enter. First is with the FBI certified biometric sensor, number pad, or mechanical key. Super quick access with its automatic opening door. Foam interior keeps pistols fully secure and protected. Comes with a built-in LED interior light and battery level indicator. And now onto my pry rating. These lockers are made for quick, reliable access, more so than a pry resistant safe as you see here with my Fort Knox. And from my tests of other small brands like the RP&B I tested here, the RP&B didn't put up much of a fight. With just one small locking latch, the Viking gets a 1 out of 5 pry rating. We'll keep the kids out, and that's what it was made for. Now my quick access rating. This is a 100% pistol dispenser, so it needs to work 100% of the time. I have extensively tested this biometric sensor, and it has passed all my tests. Was also the hardest to biohack out of all other brands of biometric safes tested. There is also a number pad and key backup as well. The Viking safe gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought, Viking makes great safes. They are one of the best budget brands. This is Viking Security's push button safe. Main features, no keys, no batteries to worry about, and the best mechanical push button lock for reliable quick access. This Simplex lock is not cheap all by itself, as you can see here. With Viking you also get interior LED light and a gas assisted strut to help lift and lower that heavy steel lid. The Viking safe comes with a quick securement steel cable, but also has 4 pre-drilled holes for permanent placement. And now onto my pry rating. The Viking safe is built tough with a 5mm steel door. As you can see here with my Fort Knox, they share a similar design, making them pretty much pry proof in my testing. And even if I could get a bite from my pry tools, you still have a 40mm deadbolt to contend with. This is a 23-pound tank of a small safe. The Viking safe gets a 5 out of 5 pry rating. Now onto my quick access rating. The Simplex locks are easy to reprogram and even easier to use. This is the lock I use for my personal quick access gun safe. This push button lock simply can't be beat. The Viking safe gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought, I spent over $8,000 on small gun safes. And what did I learn? Just buy a Viking safe, I could have saved a lot of money. This is Viking's Biometric Gun Safe. Main features, the Viking Safe has one of the best biometric sensors in its price class. I will go into this more with my quick access rating. You can also enter the safe with its backlit number pad, and the backlight also functions as a battery level indicator. LED interior light with pre-drilled holes for permanent placement. And now onto my pry rating. The build of this safe looks similar to the all-safe I pry tested here. The all-safe is slightly tougher in my opinion. The Viking has one single locking latch, and that latch is smaller than what is found on the all-safe. The Viking gets a 2.5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. This may not be the toughest safe locker, but it will work when you need it to. I have extensively tested its FBI rated biometric sensor, and it easily passed all my tests. This is the same biometric sensor found on my Verifi safes I tested here, and you can use the number pad or mechanical key as a backup. The Viking safe gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought, this is one of the most trusted biometric safe lockers you can get for under $200. It's not the toughest, but it's going to work when you need it to. This is the Sentry Biometric Gun Safe. Main features, it's built super damn tough, taking over 23 minutes of full force pry attack with stage 3 tools. Not in a million years did I ever think it would be this tough, just with one locking latch. The Sentry Safe features a gas strut to help lift and lower that heavy steel lid. Enter the safe with either biometrics, electronic number pad, or mechanical key. And now onto my pry rating. Take a look at just how much damage this way under $200 safe took. This little safe gives you real pry protection. I have the full pry test on my channel if you wanted to see just how tough this safe is. The Sentry Safe earns a 4 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. I tested my Sentry Safe for over 3 years without any issues, and even though it took a lot of damage, it still registers my fingerprint to this day, as you can see here. The biometrics are also more secure than my $300 VaultTech, and it passed my wet and powder test. What's not to like here? The Sentry Safe earns a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought, I would say this is more than just a gun locker. It's truly a tiny safe. Sentry is my top budget brand. This is the V-Line Hideaway safe. Main features. The Hideaway safe is the perfect under-desk safe, as you can see here. It features the best quick access lock, and that is the Simplex push button lock. This is my top choice for 100% reliable quick access. And with the pull-out shelf, you can easily store 2 handguns, as you can see here. And now onto my pry rating. V-Line safes are well designed and make for a hard to pry open safe. And for my destructive pry test of 10 safes in this small safe category, I give the V-Line Hideaway safe a 5 out of 5 pry rating. Now my quick access rating. The Simplex combo lock is not cheap all by itself, as you can see here, with no batteries or electronics to worry about, just a proven mechanical lock that's going to work 100% when you need it to. The V-Line safe gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought, the safe is made in the USA. If your life is on the line, this is the brand you want. This is Vaultek's Smart Station Clock. Main features. Hidden in plain sight is best, and there are none better than Vaultek Smart Station. This clock safe comes with 4 ways to enter: biometric number pad, smart app, or key. Features precision ball bearing twin rail system that automatically deploys the safe open quickly with a smooth and silent action and can fit pistols up to 9 inches. With the Bluetooth 2.0 app, you can manage and monitor safe activity from your smartphone, view history log, check for tampering, and customize safe settings. Top-mounted wireless phone charging, USB-C accessory charging ports, and with a sleek customizable LED display showing time, temperature, and humidity. LED interior light, and also comes with a steel security cable. And now onto my pry rating. Vaulteks are well built, and if you add stealth, it only gets better. But the safe still features Vaultek's signature anti-impact latch design and anti-pry construction. The Vaultek Smart Station gets a 4 out of 5 rating. Now my quick access rating. With my test of my Vaultek VS20i, it easily passed my wet and powder test. Also opened in a good 1 second flat with the biometrics, and is still going strong after 3 years. Vaultek makes great little safes that you can count on. The Vaultek Smart Station gets a 5 out of 5 quick access rating. Final thought, hiding in plain sight is best for a small gun safe, and this Vaultek makes the perfect bedside safe. How I rate stuff. I know it looks like I rate everything highly, but I really did spend $8,000 on these small safes, all put on my credit cards, and then I get no views on YouTube. Alright, enough about my suffering, so let's start with the curious case of the Bill Conch. This locker would lock down in place with your right hand, as you can see here, but with only one small tap in the middle of the lid, it would open all by itself. I even thought it might have been possessed by Satan, but that actually turned out not to be the case. You have to press down in the middle of the lid to lock the lid down, as there are 2 locking latches with this locker. And trust me, that's one deadly design. Now onto the pry test. The Bill Conch was tougher than I thought it would be with this sheet metal build. And as you can see here, the 2 locking latches broke off into the body, but they did detach from the sheet metal lid. The Bill Conch got a 2.5 out of 5 pry rating. Now here is the RPMB lockbox, with only one tiny locking latch, as you can see here. By the way, if you ever see this tiny locking latch design, it's probably not going to be a tough locker. Anyway, here is the full pry test. And there you go, 8 seconds to pry open. The RPMB got a 1 out of 5 pry rating. This list is not in order because I wanted to show this Sifely lockbox, as it has a similar latch design as the RPMB. It was a little tougher and took 1 minute and 8 seconds with stage 1 pry tools. The Sifely got a 2 out of 5 pry rating. And here is the RPMB single pistol locker. Side note, this locker would drain its batteries as it sat. This is not good and was the only locker to have battery drain issues. And here is the full pry test. And that's another 1 out of 5 pry rating for RPMB. Let's move up half a rating from the RPMB with the Onias. The Onias looks just like the Ananus. I'm just gonna call it the Anus from now on. They do look the same, but they are not 100% the same. And here is the Anus test, starting with stage 1. So let's see how fast we can get in here. The anus just popped open in 13 seconds with stage 1 pry tools. And here is the Onias test. so that one took 35 seconds and actually bent the lid. The Onias earned a 1.5 out of 5 pry rating, and here is the only cheap brand that stood out, even though it was recalled for its biometrics. But I do believe AllSafe has fixed the biometric issues as of now. I really thought I was going to get in fast and easy with this under $100 safe, but as you can see here, it does have a nice size single locking latch. And to my surprise, took 3 minutes and 82 seconds with level 3 pry tools. And so there is my 3 out of 5 pry rating. Now we move to a stage 4 rating, the Sentry safe. You will need to go to my channel and find the full test, because it took 23 minutes and 47 seconds with stage 3 pry tools. That was not fun or easy, trust me. So what is a stage 5 rating? Pretty much means pry attacks aren't going to work. Here is my Fort Knox PB1. The design alone prevents any possibility to pry into, as you can see here. Stage 5 is pretty much angled grinder territory. And there you go, my 1 out of 5 pry rating system. Until next time, see you then.